Good afternoon. Krebs announced his retirement today. It comes amid an investigation into Krebs by the state after two Larry Barker investigative stories on how the athletic director handled public money. News 13's Madeline Schmidt is live at UNM with the latest. Madeline.
Yeah, well, Kim, Krebs' announcement came early this morning, and soon after he went on a local radio show to talk about it. Now, while Krebs said that his retirement was roughly a year in the works, he still acknowledged the timeliness regarding this investigation.
There's just been a lot of distraction the last couple of months. That was not good for me. It was not good for UNM. It is not good for UNM. And I think it's in my best interest and UNM's best interest that I step aside.
Our Larry Barker exposed UNM's athletic department using public money to pay for Krebs, Craig Neal, a staffer, and 3 boosters to go on a golf trip to Scotland at a cost of more than $60,000. After the stories aired, State Auditor Tim Keller and Attorney General Hector Balderas launched an investigation into Krebs to see if Krebs broke the law. While on the radio talk show this morning, Krebs said he has no regrets about the trip, but would do things differently if he had a do-over. Today, Auditor Keller told us since the investigation began, more whistleblowers and complaints into the UNM Athletic Department's handling of money have surfaced. This is what the auditor had to say about Krebs' retirement.
Not totally surprised. Of course, we always like to finish our work first so we actually know exactly what's going on, and that's why we're going to continue our audit.
Now, AG Balderas also reacted to the news. In a statement, he said, quote, "While I am pleased that Mr. Krebs resigned from UNM Athletics, our investigation of this matter is ongoing." Now, the Attorney General also stressed that while Krebs is leaving, he still faces legal consequences if the investigation does uncover any wrongdoing. Back to you.
Hey, thanks, Madeline. Now, the state auditor says he hopes to have the investigation done by the early fall. Now, the university will name an interim athletic director as they conduct a nationwide search for Krebs' replacement. Inside the athletic department, there's been mixed reaction to his retirement. KRQE sports director Van Tate continues our team coverage with that part of the story. Van?
Some coaches opted not to go on camera, but did acknowledge that change was probably a good thing. Now, all the coaches agree the controversy surrounding the way the athletic department spent money on an expensive golfing trip brought negative attention to UNM. It also started to affect morale among coaches, and some say it started to hurt their recruiting efforts. Now, many of the Lobo coaches I talked to say they didn't want to say anything on the record about Krebs or the scandal. Football coach Bob Davie released a statement saying, "I will always appreciate Paul Krebs giving me the opportunity to be the head coach at UNM." He also wished Krebs the best. Now, Lobo volleyball coach Jeff Nelson was Krebs' first hire.
We got a note from him this morning, and it's about what's happening and the distractions, and I agree with that. I think things have become very difficult right now.
Well, I think it's a sad day for Lobo Athletics. I think Paul did a heck of a job here for 11 years. And, he was a very good friend of mine when I was at Highlands. He was a good mentor to me.
Under Krebs' tenure, Lobo Athletics pulled in 57 Mountain West titles and 7 other championships outside of the conference. Now, Krebs' last day will be June 30th. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Fan. Now, fan reaction has been overwhelmingly in favor of Krebs leaving, many saying he should have been fired for what he did.